the data, codes and drivers, the information superhighway. What does it all mean? Did Nana receive the facts? Welcome to Great Podcast Love It, and these are the Tanner Files.
Okay, we're on. We're good. Deacon Ray Abbott here. Great podcast, love it. I know it's been a while, but I've been busy.
Busy doing what?
Between business going full throttle and these youngins going full throttle, by the end of the day, I have been gassed out. The real gas shortage is me not being able to put out enough podcasts. But tonight, we got a long-awaited guest that's supposed to be calling in any minute now. But while I wait on him, I got to address something. I've been getting attacked online. I opened up today in a tweet, just trying to be honest with everyone. Somebody posted a gorgeous picture of Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston together. I put on there, hey, these were my childhood celebrity crushes. Nothing wrong with that. And then in my DMs, I'm being called a, quote, in-lover. First of all, I've done more for the white race than just about anyone listening. I got so many alabaster, blonde-haired, blue-eyed kids. And second, if you look at 1991 Mariah Carey, come on. I'm not wrong. Oh, who's this? We got a caller. Tanner.
Hello.
What's going on, brother?
Not much. Just sitting in my truck doing a little truck setting. What's up with you, dude?
Waiting on you to call. It's been a while. Been trying to make this happen for months now.
I know it's been a while. I was gonna open with a quote.
Well, hit me with it.
All right, dude. Your ideas are terrifying, and your hearts are faint. Your acts of pity and cruelty are absurd, committed with no calm, as if they were irresistible. Finally, you fear blood more and more. Blood and time. Paul Valery.
That's beautiful. Who was that?
It reminded me of Coffee Twitter.
I can see that. It's dead on accurate. Where was that from?
It's actually one of the opening quotes in the book Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy.
Oh, okay. We got a reader on our hands.
He's kind of like a Faulkner Jr. Do you read? Do you read?
Sure.
Have you read any of that stuff?
I have not. Most of what I read is either conspiracy theory stuff or autobiographies or historical, but no, that sounds pretty cool. And the Bible, of course.
Yeah.
I spend most of my time in that.
The good book. What do you read? The King James?
The only Bible. Everything else is a knockoff. All the one distinct. I mean, I could probably go on for about 30 minutes distinguishing why, the King James, which used to be just called, the Bible, is the only scripture worth reading, but it's the one that doesn't have a copyright. Every other Bible after that is copywritten, and people are making money off of it. And you can go back to the Hebrew scriptures. The English is perfect on that. You can go back to the Greek scriptures. The English translation is perfect on that. And it wouldn't be such a big deal, I mean, I guess, if they were just trying to update maybe a word here and there, but they go up and change the scripture in it, so it's trash. So, yeah. I mean, I do refer to it as the King James, but it is just, the Bible, regardless of what language.
I I need to polish up on my scripture knowledge myself. My boy Lucas has been really studying up on it, but he's getting some really weird ideas. I don't think he's really interpreting it right.
That happens. That happens. You know, it requires a clarity of mind, and I couldn't get the verse right off of it, but you have to be, you know, accept salvation before you start reading it to interpret it properly. You know, some people consider
Probably not.
Yeah.
Taking like 7 hits of LSD every day and reading.
Well, you can draw all kinds of things out if you're, you know, tripping on acid, especially every day.
Yeah, you can talk to the machine owls.
Yeah, demons.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Just like the aliens.
Yeah, that is true. A lot of people, it's so obvious, like, once you really, I mean, the disclosure thing with the government's doing, by like being like, hey, there's aliens, and then they're like, we're gonna make a big announcement, and like obviously this is gonna be the next new thing, like after the climate change and the pandemic, and then now it's aliens. And then it's funny that nobody even cares too. Like your average person doesn't give a fuck still about UFOs.
Oh,
Thinks it's goofy if you talk about it.
as they should.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
that is true.
throw it in the bin with Sasquatch. I mean, what are you going to do about it? I mean, at least from their perspective. Me, I'm just like, well, I'm just going to distance myself. I'm going to put as much truth out there as possible. But for the just average normie, what are they going to do? It's like, oh well, aliens. You know, they don't respond to anything.
I mean, you still got to go to work.
Still got to
It's
pay
not
the
like that
bills.
alien to change anything.
No.
Oh, man, I was thinking today's JFK's birthday, isn't it?
That sounds right. Let's see.
Or maybe, I don't know.
I wouldn't be
But
surprised.
anyway, I was thinking about the Mafia because it was JFK's birthday. And then I was thinking about like Hot Springs and how it was like, you know, a hub for the mob, like Al Capone and the boys from Chicago back in the day,
Mhm.
for the horse track racing and stuff. But anyways, they said they went out to the woods and they met like the head of the mob or whatever, and it was like some little British guy. And it's funny how like the Italian mafia has like all these ties to like British intelligence.
I never
And
heard that.
really, it's sort of like the main conspiracy theory are like Jews run the world, but really it's, which is true in a way, but also it's like the Anglo aristocracy, like British intelligence. I mean, they're in with like the Israeli. It's like the transatlanticist, that the New England elites are basically, they're the same people as like they're from like the Anglo aristocracy, from that same bloodline, and they're all like interconnected and related.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're talking about like a transatlantic cabal between maybe Mossad and Five Eyes and the Zionists, and throw the Masons in there while we're at it.
Yeah, the Masons. That's weird. How did Albert Pike? He's a big figure in that, but I haven't read enough about him, even though he has like all these ties to Arkansas, because he was a Confederate general in the Civil War from Arkansas. But that was like basically a footnote onto all the other shit that he did. But I guess he was pretty high up in the Masons and probably some kind of deviant.
Most likely, probably the Confederacy's curse was having him aboard.
Yeah,
You can't have that.
He was born in Boston, so I don't really know why he was even down there to begin with.
Stirring up trouble.
Been crushing the Diet Pepsi today.
Sounds disgusting.
But
at least you're
you
looking out for your health.
Anti-sody pop, fellas?
I'm anti-diet soda pop.
I like the taste, dude. Plus, I can drink them way faster. It's a substitute for like crushing beer and shit, but still, I enjoy them.
Well, yeah, better do that than beer. I'm a Red Bull man myself, but
I can only keep those like 2 to my max would be like 3 12-ounces a day.
That's quite a bit.
I usually have 2 a day.
I've cut them out for the past month, trying to, drop a few LBs, look right for the beach, even though I hate the beach and I don't want to go, but I'm still going.
I have a body like the guys, the 50s, like Hollywood dudes who were supposed to be in shape, like that they were out of shape. They were like really out of shape because all they did was drink and smoke all the time. But like in the movie, they were supposed to be in shape.
Well, they straighten
like
their
Robert
back and suck
Mitchum.
their gut in. And they're like, oh, okay, well, he's got a chest.
Yeah, I've got a Robert Mitchum or something, like a tiny John Wayne, I guess, because I'm not 6'4".
Mm-mm.
I'm only 6'2".
That's unfortunate.
I know. It would. My dad is 6'5".
A mountain of a man.
So, kind of sucks though when your dad is taller than you. Kind of like George Bush's dad. Maybe that's what happened with that guy. My sister's about the same height as me too.
Good night.
Dude, so have you had Raul on?
Yeah, I had Raul on about 2 episodes ago.
What did you guys talk about?
Well, he was talking about aliens and...
what was his take on the aliens?
I'm not totally sure because he wasn't necessarily giving his take. He was giving the take from the guy from Blink 182 for some reason.
Yeah, that guy. That's who, yeah. And then that other dude, they wrote a book together and now they split for some reason. That was a big fucking psyop. Obviously, like, the military took that guy in and was like, hey, we're going to tell you some secrets because you're in Blink 182 that we haven't told anybody else. And you need to warn the public with your Blink 182 music.
Don't tell Green Day.
Dudes are finger blasting people.
Whatever you do, don't tell Green Day.
Yeah. Do you know the guy? This is neither here nor there, but the Green Day guy is like bisexual. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Oh, he's a faggot.
Yeah.
The guy that paints his fingernails and puts on blush and mascara is a fag. Big surprise.
Well, I don't want to tell tales out of school, but the rumor on the street is he takes it and gives it. He's pitching and hitting for both teams.
Oh, well, that's going to be fun in hell.
Yeah. Brother, it's the only thing stopping you from, what does he say in True Detective season 1?
I have not seen True Detective. I just assume whatever you say is from that show.
Oh. I think he's like, if the only thing keeping you from being an animal is the threat of eternal damnation, then brother, you are a piece of shit. They were at like a tent revival. I don't know. There was like a retarded dude that got castrated, praising the Lord, or they thought he might have killed it. I don't know.
I've been
show.
to a
I
lot
think
of.
my McConaughey is a little off.
Yeah, he is. I don't know why I ended up watching an interview between Matthew McConaughey and Jordan Peterson, but I have to say that was a real meeting of the mind.
That happened? Is Jordan Peterson still like doing stuff, or did he completely like discredit himself?
Well, as far as I was concerned, he discredited himself.
I mean, is he trying to like still do it, or is he like accepted it? I guess is my question.
He's still trying. I mean, to do whatever, make whatever money he can, and establishment.
Dude, I knew that guy was a scam artist. I mean, from the fucking beginning. I don't want to say that I got a sixth sense for this, but I mean, you don't have to be an Einstein, because he was obviously trying to make money, and then his shit wasn't even that good, and he had the googly opioid eyes the whole time, and then he's on Joe Rogan drooling and then Joe Rogan thinks he's like a prophet.
No.
I remember he had his popularity wave. That guy, he was everywhere there for a while.
Yeah, about 2017, he hit a stride. Just taking the big bold stance of, hey, I'm not going to call some dude and address a girl, in which he didn't even stick to that gun. I guess because he was a professor, and that was supposed to be a big bold take. But
you gotta slay that dragon, Bucko.
Yeah, clean your room.
Clean your room, Bucko.
How about this? Sit in your truck, Bucko. How about you deal with some real problems?
Hey, look at my hot daughter. Send me your money.
She's built
your
funny.
Taco Bell money.
Have you seen her? She's built awkward.
I haven't seen her, but I saw something about it. I can't remember what she looks like. I probably have seen her, but
I'm just gonna say broad shoulders and narrow hips.
The perfect build.
Yeah, for a bro.
No, that's not a good build.
No.
But anyways, doesn't Raul sound like Reddit if like Reddit had a voice?
If Reddit had a text to speech, it would be Raul's voice, sure. But I don't.
Yeah, he sounds like he's kind of spurgy.
Raul's a good kid. I mean, he's not really a good kid, but I like him.
He's a good young man. We all love Raul, but he does sort of sound like the prototypical, I don't know, we don't need to bust his chops, man.
No, I'm not. I just am still a little bummed that he didn't marry his girlfriend, and now he's out there, gallivanting around and just trying to put his wiener everywhere when he knows he shouldn't. He should just.
You know how that
he
ends?
thinks they're
that
different.
That ends with you having to spend several $100s a month on child support.
Mm-hmm.
That young Raul, if you're listening to this, you need to keep your pecker in the pen, boy.
Good advice.
Or something bad's going to happen. Out in California, you're going to reach down for some. You're going to reach down for some sushi and come away with an Italian sausage. And you don't get to take that back. Once you grab the hard dong in somebody's pants, I don't think that's how are you going to go home and look your stepdad in the eye, Raul, after that?
Maybe he'll finally get the courage to punch him in the face. He would just be so upset they grab some. He grabs some Italian sausage.
He's actually my distant cousin that was in Nashville trying to be something. I don't know, but he sounds like Donald Duck, Sturgill Simpson. So I don't think it's going to happen. But he's he's full of shit. He's 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. But he said he was in this bar, and he started like hitting on this chick, and he was like, she was pretty hot, so I thought it was kind of weird that nobody else was talking to her, and so I sat down beside her, and she bought me a shot, and I said, well, fuck, this must be my lucky man day. And we started going shot for motherfucking shot. And he was like, my buddies, I noticed, my music playing buddies that got me the gig there, they were all kind of looking at me. And then we was about to go out to my truck, and some guy came up to me, and he said, you know that's a dude you've been talking to, right? And I guess she had like an Adam's apple and all that shit. But anyways, he like had already like made out with her and stuff. And then he said when she came back, like it had a boner. Like he looked at the jeans, and then he was like, oh shit. But anyways, that was a little taste of how Shad talks. He has a catchphrase. It's a sad story to be Shad's story, because his name is Shad's story.
Oh God. He sounds like a card.
Yeah, I had a recording of him like saying that, but I lost it.
Oh,
his admission of necking with a tranny.
That's disgusting. Yeah, if you don't have enough intuition or difference between a dude and a chick, regardless of clothes and
that's just a guy that wants it to happen. He's just like, I'll pretend it's real.
He was just lying to himself. And that's still lying.
I remember one time we were camping, and like he just blurts out, we were like really drunk. He's like, my dad gave my mom herpes.
That's unfortunate.
Dude, this guy I know, he got in a wreck, and he was, I guess that doesn't have anything to do, but when he was in the hospital, this chick from town that everybody knows in town as kind of a hoe started like messaging him. And anyways, she's got a mulatto son. Oh, shocker. But he gets into it after like she sends him nudes and shit. But before he bangs her, she's like, there's something you should know. I do have herpes. And he like cut it off there. And then she went on like on local Facebook trashing him. Like she's like judging people and shit, but she left out that it was because she had herpes. But it's funny because all stereotypes are true most of the time.
Well, they become a stereotype for a reason. It's not like people are making stuff up out of thin air.
3 kids, 3 different dads. Looks like the United Nations in our backyard. I just said, I shouldn't have said that word. I take that back. But
which word? Oh yeah,
the GD word.
Yeah, please, I'll edit that out. I had to do that with Raul too. I was like, language, son.
I actually am in the process of reaffirming my Christianity and getting back to my roots. I'm not trying to be a super smart guy and become an ortho bro just yet. I'm just trying to understand it on my Protestant roots raising level, which my dad's side of the family, Cumberland Presbyterian. My mom's side, Southern Baptist. I was raised and baptized in a Southern Baptist church, the First Baptist Church in Mountain View, Arkansas.
Yeah.
So,
well, don't worry too hard on getting too smart about it, because God doesn't want it to be that difficult for us. And the Orthodox stuff is mystical hoodooism. I think. I mean, obviously they're pastors wear, or whatever they call them, wear dresses. That's enough to let me know that there's a problem. And apparently there's demon toll booths that they mess around with. I don't know what that is, like outer space toll booths with demons. Yeah, it's just
Jay Dyer is big into Orthodox.
Yeah, Jay Dyer's trying to big brain his way into heaven, but that ain't happening. That ain't how it works. It's a very simple thing once you start putting
Yeah,
your
he is.
intellect over
He
it.
tries to make it too complicated.
Yeah, as if there aren't going to be.
If you want to convert the masses, you're not going to get them to read all that shit or understand it.
Gospel
And it
is
really
simple.
doesn't matter what the church fathers say. Go ahead. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
It's fine. The gospel is very simple. All you got to do is read the Bible. It's so plain and easy. Like, anyone trying to complicate it to you is at best just wrong, at worst trying to deceive you and just give you an eternity in hell. But I think God's been whooping your ass pretty well for the past few months, so that just lets me know you probably who's who saved you, and once you're already been saved, it's once and it's done. And when you start getting out of line, God whoops his own children worse than those that he doesn't know. That's why you see guys that can get away with things. It seems like they're getting away with it, that do a lot worse, live a much more sinful lifestyle, and they get scot-free, while someone like yourself, who would do the same things, gets caught up in it and gets punished a little bit harder. That's how he works. That's how he's done me. That's why I have to keep more straight and narrow, because when I don't, it just seems to come down on me tenfold. So
That is true. I said that makes a lot of sense to me. But I kind of made my own covenant recently, and I plan on sticking to that. So
what's that?
my own, my own deal with the Lord privately that I've worked out. So
Work it with him.
I think as long as
best you
I
can do.
stick to that, I'll be good. No matter what Jay Dyer or Sam Harris has to say about it.
Sam Harris has nothing to say about anything.
Yeah.
I try to
I
listen
was just
to
saying that there's tools on both sides.
him, of course. And Jay Dyer, for as interesting as I thought he was, it's just a lot of big words. But once you break it down, it's just nonsense. It's mystical hoodoo. And
I do enjoy some of his stuff, though. I'm not trying to like shit on him or any of it.
well, I like some of his movie breakdowns where he'll break down, occultism and Satanism in movies and bring it forward.
Yeah, I'm just
obvious.
saying.
That's interesting.
I wouldn't. He's not a spiritual father. He's just a guy.
He's just a dude.
Yeah, just a
Just as
dude,
me.
just like me and you.
Yeah.
You are a spiritual father in a way.
I'm more of a guardian of my church. I'm a deacon, legitimately, and I put my best efforts forth and to uphold that. But I'm far from perfect, and I don't pretend to be. I don't even pretend to be amongst my
cannot
congregation.
Because I've been divorced, so I can. Charles Stanley almost. I don't know. He did get divorced, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't know much about Charles
Yeah,
Stanley.
I think he did. Man, he's one of my mom's dudes that she likes to watch.
He should have stepped down then, to be quite honest.
He is a Baptist pastor, so
Well, you can be a Baptist all day. It doesn't bring you any short of just being wicked. I mean, all the denominational names.
no, I'm saying that I think it's in. I mean, at my local church, you can't be a deacon if you've been divorced.
No.
So
Neither a pastor. I mean, it's almost as strict as being a pastor as being a deacon. At least the prerequisites. So
my boss is a deacon at his church.
I mean, they pick usually responsible men who hold themselves upright and lead.
Tanner.
Like Tanner. But on
Tanner.
Speaking of the sawmill, how are things in the lumber industry? Because I'm paying out the ass to build this deck.
Oh man, it's our saw tore up, and our big saw, on the Timber King that we unload the big trailers with, and cut a bunch of saws. So or cut a bunch of logs at once. I mean, so we were hand cutting with chainsaws like a bunch of, I don't know, bum fucks, corn cobs, and sweating our dicks off out there all damn day. But then we got it cut. We got it going again. But we got bug season is upon us, so we gotta. This is our busy talk. Go as fast as we can to get the pines out.
I think I paid $9 for a 2x6 the other day, just an 8-foot 2x6. So that you're basically just printing gold.
Hell yeah, brother! Have a little pride in your race, brother.
Oh, we're getting that clip in.
Dude, so who has been standing out to you lately on Twitter as far as consistent? Or who are you? Let's not like name too many names, but I would like to say that a guy that really makes me laugh is Percy.
I was thinking the same exact name.
Yeah, I think he's one of the greatest of all.
Yeah,
probably.
It's
and
different
of
level.
Of course, Gumpy. Yeah.
Well, Gumpy puts out the quantity. I mean, Gumpy will put out 200 tweets in a day, no problem. But he'll also delete like 150 of them.
Yeah, that's true.
But hey, still getting good results. Percy, you might not hear from him all day, and then he'll just come midnight, he'll drop like 20 bombs that are all just the best and just destroy the whole timeline for everyone else. He's like every single one of his is funny. Makes me laugh so much.
Yeah, he's a good dude down in Florida.
He's a Floridian, huh?
Gator country. There's a gator in the bushes and he's calling my name. Bork, bork, bork.
Have you seen the Burt Reynolds movie Gator?
Yeah, it's a sequel to White Lightning, isn't it?
I don't know if I've seen
White
Lightning.
I think it is. That's the first one, and that's set and filmed in Arkansas. He's on an Arkansas prison farm, and he gets out, and Ned Beatty is the corrupt county sheriff, the dude that gets raped, in Deliverance.
Oh, yeah.
But he's good in it. And then there's a dude named Rebel Roy in it that drives this big LTD, and he wears a cowboy hat and these big white tennis shoes. He's pretty good in it. But he's like the Jerry Lee stand-in. He looks... Not Jerry Lee, sorry. Jerry Reed stand-in in this movie. It's like they couldn't afford Jerry Reed or something, so he's like the knockoff. I think Jerry Reed is in Gator, correct?
He is. There's a good scene with them walking side by side, just, a couple studs from the 70s, just iconic guys.
Oh, yeah. I love those cowboy hats with the big feather bands in the front. Those are the bees and knees, dude. I was ordering one online, and I think it came to my ex-wife's house, and who knows what happened to it. But I saw her today, though.
How is she?
We're dating. She's good.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear it.
So we are sort of together, so that's good.
Well, amen. Good news.
Not that the whole internet needs to know that, but
they kind of do.
The Percocet hasn't worn off yet, so.
No. You know who else has really been crushing it on Twitter?
Tell me, boy.
Craig. Former guest David McCall. He has to go by that pseudonym, but I'm gonna out him. It's McCall. It's Craig. Same difference.
David McCall is the coolest, man. I love McCall.
Everyone
He's the greatest. I like his tweets. He has been killing it. I hated it when he was gone, and Lyle was gone too. It was like my pals were missing. I used to have Lyle's personal phone number, but that was in my old phone. He has an Android, of course.
Well, I'm sure he'd give you the number again, as long as you aren't prank calling him the way Buck does.
That time I told everybody, I kept saying it was his birthday. He got pretty mad.
Well, he was rude to me
but
about
McCall, I didn't mean to. We were talking about McCall.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be cool to drive out to whatever casino he's at in Oklahoma. If the slots, do you have to wear masks in casinos? That would be lame as fuck, dude.
I doubt they do.
I would not go if you had to. If they were like, you either wear a mask or get out, I'd be like, fuck that shit.
No, they want your money bad enough.
In Arkansas, nobody, I don't know how it is in North Carolina, but nobody wears a fucking mask. Nobody ever did.
Yeah, it caught on about almost a 50-50 split, you know.
Yeah, well, North Carolina is a divided state because you guys got so many transplants, and they kind of tried to, you know, turn it into the shitty place that they left.
Yeah, we're slowly falling victim to that, but it's a pretty big state, and they hang out in their own places. I mean, you know, I can say I live just outside of a city of about 250,000, but I live in a town of maybe 2,000, and the men really didn't wear masks. The younger people really didn't wear them much. Black people didn't like to wear them much, except black women. Black women were pretty consistent on it.
I noticed I never saw many minorities wearing them.
Not many. If they did, they just kind of like following the leader. And I haven't worn them. Like, I've just refused. I mean, I went to one store where someone asked me to put on a mask, and I just walked out. I just wasn't going to do it. There's other places to go.
Yeah, I went to a funeral and didn't wear it. I went to church. The restaurant, I did wear one in the restaurant when it was mandatory because I wanted to get a beer. But that's been the only... Oh, and the dispensary too, because it was mandatory, but now nobody wears it.
I wore it at the hospital when I had to go there last year, and I wore it at the sheriff's office, or at least the government building, before I went and talked to the sheriff. Once we got in his office, it didn't matter, but federal facilities and hospitals, you know, that was mandatory, so I was like, fine. Other than that, I haven't bothered. I don't care about the ugly looks or any of it.
I don't. That would just make it better for me. But
all my dreams are dead and buried. Sometimes I wish the sun would just explode. When God comes to call me to his kingdom, I'll take his son.
I would like to explain to the folks at home, Buster Crotch. The folks at home, are they aware of this account?
Probably not.
Are you aware
Yeah,
of Buster Crotch?
vaguely.
This is a dude that I'm friends with in real life. I've been friends with for a really long time. And it's funny when he goes on these benders and, like, starts fucking insulting me on Twitter, and then, like, people are like, what the fuck? Because they get mad at him. But it's funny because I know him, like, how he really is in real life. So it just makes it funnier and funnier. So I hope it happens again soon. But he has been getting really, really drunk lately. So, Buster Crotch, if you're listening, we're all with you, buddy. What would you like to say to him, Deacon?
Sober up. You can be mean to Tanner and be sober at the same time.
So basically what he's saying is you're a good person. You've earned it. You deserved it. If you want to have a drink, it's not a big deal.
A roundabout way, I guess.
So, Buster, we love you. We love you, Buster. You're the greatest.
He's
You're
not
the greatest
listening.
of all. He's not going to ever hear this, and he's really not the greatest. His account blows. But
If it was good, I would
Anyway.
follow it and know it, you know?
he was funny. He's funny in real life. He can play like every Dwight Yoakam song. He's a heck of a guitarist. I like his little rendition of Long White Cadillac. He should have posted stuff like that instead of my vagina itches. Dude, what are you even saying? Nobody wants to. That's gross, first of all. I don't like to see things about women's private parts on the timeline.
No.
Second of all, what is that a joke? It's like you're a fucking boomer.
Post talent. If you've got talent, put it out there. That's much better than
Talent is unteachable. The guy's an engineer, yet on Twitter sounds dumber than a guy that works at a sawmill with a bunch of felons. So, what is the disconnect here, dude? I'll ask you this: why? Like, we're talking right now. How does that happen? How is Buster an engineer and I work at a sawmill? But read the tweets. Who would you think was?
Well, it just goes
I
to
think
show
we got our
that being an
paperwork
engineer
back.
isn't that impressive. I know some engineers; they're not incredibly impressive.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying like my salary is like a fraction of his.
Oh well,
And
money
yet
isn't
he's-
fair.
He's pissing his pants. Well, we're not gonna go. We could go tit for tat on that one, I guess.
Piss for Pat.
I did start a militant or like a piss-based militia.
Well, I thought that was a guy named Brando.
Oh yeah, that was not Tanner. Tanner's unaffiliated.
You're from Arkansas. Do you know this guy? I've been looking for him for a while.
Hey, where's that Brando fella?
I mean, I've heard the name. I'm enjoying a Camel right now, Deacon. You know,
I'm
there's
jealous.
something about a nice late night cigarette that really hits the spot. You should do a Tanner impression. I always get people to do it because everybody always does it. So you do your rendition of Tanner.
All right, hold on. I'm not good with voices. But go ahead. All right, give me a second.
There's nothing more flattering.
You see, it's not even the voice. It's coming up with the words to say. The real Tanner words, you know? A Tannerism.
The real
Let me...
let freedom wing Hooters 9/11.
All right, hold on. Give me a sip of tea. I got to clear my throat. It's getting dry.
Lube it up.
Yeah. Got to get the pipes fresh. What do you mean I can't come to Hooters drunk? I didn't come here. I didn't come here to pay you $5 for your piss beer. I got drunk in the parking lot. How's that?
I like it, dude. I like it a lot. While you were doing that, I remembered your cover of Parting of the Century, and it was really good. I just wanted to bring that up. But
Who the hell made you the hawk? Placed our chips in all the right spots. Still on. Any shithead would ever walk. You take the ship and do a much finer job. They spit like clothes made out of wire. I'm looking at
the the different parts of the South have different accents.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
like, the North Carolina sounds different than, like, me. Like, me and you sound different, but we're both, like, from the South.
Yeah, someone from, Connecticut wouldn't know the difference. It would just be opposite.
Well, yeah, you're probably right.
But if you're from the South, I mean, I can tell you a Georgia accent from Florida, Central Florida to Alabama. I mean, it all has a fluctuation in the tone, especially you get towards, Oklahoma and all.
Yeah,
Arkansas.
Texas. I think like East Texas and Arkansas sound similar, probably, and East Oklahoma. Southern Missouri has their own little deal.
I saw the Ozarks, right?
But-
Southern Missouri and northern
Yeah.
Arkansas. Same. I mean, Appalachian. I mean, you could take from northern Virginia down to, northern South Carolina, and it's going to be basically the same. Just that Appalachian sound.
I think I read the 1850 census of Arkansas. 70% of the population was born in Tennessee.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think it was that. It was something like crazy, a percentage of. It was just mostly people from Tennessee. I did a little genealogy research, and all the local families from here immigrated from, or not immigrated, but came here from Smith County, Tennessee, Smith something in Middle Tennessee, but it was like the same exact family names. Just they all came over to the same fucking place. I guess it was just a big wagon train or something.
Well, there probably wasn't much of a population there, anyways.
True.
So
True.
they just took it over.
Oh, but the founder of my church, I was going to tell you, is my grandma's great grandpa, but he was from Buncombe County, North Carolina.
I know Buncombe. That's
And,
Asheville.
Yeah, he was in the 25th North Carolina Infantry Army in Northern Virginia. But I've got a copy of his parole papers, too, from Appomattox. But he was a North Carolinian. Fun fact.
That is a fun
We're
fact. I'd like
learning.
to see a picture of that.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. My mom doesn't trust me with, like, old family stuff, really. She
Understandable.
thinks I'll, like, trade it for drugs or something. I don't know.
Fair enough. Don't get mad at your mom. She just has to go with her instincts.
Do you guys want this old daguerreotype in exchange for some Xanax? No, I don't know what you think. But I had a good day today, dude.
I'm glad to
It was
hear
an
it. What'd you
awesome
do? Tell me about it.
conversation. I just hung out with my family, my boy, his baby mama,
Toad Vine?
Toadvine. He's been watching this fucking Soviet bear cartoon all the time. I mean, it's some new cartoon, but it's made in Russia. All the names are Russian, and sometimes the bear has a Soviet military hat on. So I think they might be trying to brainwash him.
Is it Masha and the bear? It's like a little blonde girl running around.
Yeah.
Yeah, my little
Yeah.
my little girl likes that.
How old is she?
Let's see. Well, she don't watch it now. She liked it when she was probably like 3 or 4, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But the middle child, I think she's starting to enjoy it because I don't allow but so much TV in my house. Like, I'm not going. There's just so much damn degeneracy on there. But that show's pretty clean and there's no hidden agendas. I'm more worried about American cartoons than Russians.
Yeah, I agree with that nowadays.
I saw something where they had Blue's Clues, and apparently it's just a bunch of faggotry on there, and they're like wide open,
Oh, seriously?
Oh,
Because
it's-
I saw that advertised
Yeah.
tonight, but we didn't watch it.
Yeah, American is just no good. Any cartoon from any other country would be better, except for maybe England.
We watched Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, we got Tom and Jerry DVDs. I'll put them in for them occasionally. Just clean.
And there is a show about a dog. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty clean, and there's not even any dialogue in it. It's just a dog running around with raccoons and shit.
Nice. I'd watch that.
But
I grew up with that life.
yeah. Well, it's in California. They're in a trendy neighborhood,
Ugh.
which, whatever. But the owners are definitely like Silicon Valley hipster type, but you never even see their faces.
Well, not everyone's
Just a
dead
little-
in California. Raul's there. And Big Chaw.
Yeah. Big Chaw. Well, he's from Arizona, though, isn't he?
Yuma. Is Yuma, Arizona? Yeah.
Yes, sir. But he goes to California quite a bit. Cali boy. Cali Chaw. Cali Chaw.
Everybody loves Pepper Boy.
Everybody
He's
loves Pepper
definitely
Boy.
up there with Percy.
We didn't even get into the documents. We didn't talk about the files or the texts, the
We haven't.
teachings, the scroll. We haven't even cracked the data, the raw data.
Oh, the data packets haven't even made it through. I mean, I'm sending
No.
the fax right now.
Well, I'll store it onto my floppy, but I can't make any promises. I mean, the markets are fluctuating. It's crazy right now. They're saying sell. I'm hearing buy. It's just...
Tanner, before you go, you got time to play a game?
Yeah, sure.
And now it's time to name that tweet. Turner, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Then, welcome to the game.
The biggest red pill is going to college and realizing all the short ethnic people don't actually drink milk or keep it in their fridge.
I have no idea.
That's Pepper Boy.
Pepper Boy. Damn. I almost said Gumpy.
Number 2. Money for food? Do you think this 1998 Dale Earnhardt Daytona 500 commemorative diecast number 3 card in mint condition in the original packaging just grows on trees? You need to watch your figure anyways.
Could it be Percival?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
All right, next
My
one.
boy.
Next one. There's a guy on here that stays up all night to watch women's tennis and does a podcast with a guy
McCall.
who has long nipples. This place is
Craig.
full of mental illnesses like that.
Craig.
No, it was Joshy making fun of Craig.
Oh, man. I
It's a trick one.
missed it.
All right, let's go to number 4. If there's one thing I've learned from the Joe Rogan experience, it's that marijuana turns you into a fucking idiot.
It's not Raul, is it?
No. Jungarius.
I almost said John Garius, but I was like, I can't remember if he just did a blatant one like that.
All right, next one. I'm training possums and skunks to bear me into battle against the infidels.
Answer.
Nailed it.
That's what I thought. My boy from Virginia.
He doesn't live too far from me, actually. I was in line at the pharmacy today, and the cashier dead-named and misgendered a transhuman of color. And as Allah as my witness, every bone in my body shattered, and my fibromyalgia took me to the floor.
Oh, that's a good one. Who is it?
Hanzo.
Oh,
I run duplicates sometimes because some people are just too funny. I can't just read one. Let's see. Hold on.
I know.
But I'm not big on the Allah tweets, but that one made me laugh. It was too much. They call Tanner the Wolf of Walmart.
Tanner.
Nailed it.
Yeah. If I was my son, I would go, yay.
All right, one more. We'll call it a game.
One more.
Been playing Russian roulette with my farts all day.
I have no idea
Buck.
what that is. Buck.
So sorry, Tanner, but you will receive a parting gift of shame and ridicule.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Well, my dude, I guess I'm going to bid you good night. He can neither read nor write, and in him broods already a taste for mindless violence. All history present in that visage, or visage, I don't know. The child, the father of the man.
One, two, three, four. Virgil Kane is a name, and I served on the Danville train till Stoneman's cavalry came and it tore up the tracks again. In the winter of '65, we were hungry, just barely alive. By May the 10th, Richmond had fell. It was a time I remember oh so well. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went la 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 la. Back with my wife in Tennessee, when one day she called to me, said, Virgil, quick, come and see, there goes Robert E. Lee. Now I don't mind chopping wood, and I don't care if the money's no good. You take what you need and you leave the rest, but they should never have taken the very best.
you very much, everybody. Have a great weekend.